The 5 best double-stack micro-compact 9mm pistols of 2024. The micro-compact handgun segment has gained a solid following due to the innovation introduced to them recently. Most of the recent releases feature cool updates on their ergonomics, design, and overall shooting performance. But distinctively, the reason why it's awesome to own one of these guns is because of their capacity. A significant number of these micro-compact pistols have double-stack designs, meaning that they carry more rounds than some of their full-size counterparts. What's up, everyone? This is Ted from Line45. This time, allow me to showcase to you some of my top picks for the best 9mm micro-compact handguns with double-stack construction. These are some reputable guns that command respect, not only for their monster capacity but also for their actual performance. Before we get underway, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I know it is a chore, but these simple clicks help my channel immensely. Now, let's return to the video. Kimber R7 Mako. There are a number of Kimber guns that are close to being labeled as micro-compact, such as the Evo SP and Micro 9. However, it's only the R7 Mako that has the right to be called the genuine Kimber micro-compact pistol. Here's a quick trivia. The term Mako is directly derived from the Mako shark, and if you look at the pistol's design, it appears like it is really a shark. Take its front slide serrations as the gills and red dot lens frame as the fin, as you'll see in the same picture as I do. One notable aspect of the R7 Mako is its shrouded slide. Specifically, this means that instead of an open-top design, the gun uses an ejection port. The closed-top slide means that the gun is optics-ready. Engineers from Kimber also said that this construction would keep the dirt from entering the action of the pistol. Don't worry about its oversized ejection port, as it didn't cause any malfunctions in my tests. Others initially thought that fired cases would get caught by the port, but it didn't occur during my sessions. The TrueGlow Tritium Pro night sights installed in the R7 Mako are also remarkable. They easily co-witness with several red dots, including the CTS 1500. Meanwhile, its polymer frame has an accessory rail on its front, but it isn't your conventional Picatinny rail. Instead, the rail has 2 longitudinal cuts. Kimber also ensured that the R7 Mako arrived with a grippy texture, even on its back strap and front strap. Similar to other pistols I listed here, the R7 Mako also banks on its high-capacity performance. Its package comes with 2 magazines. One holds 11 rounds, and the other is 13 rounds, with the inclusion of removable extended base plates. The solid stainless steel barrel of R7 Mako has a length of 3.37 inches. I weighed this gun with an empty mag, and I got a reading of 23 ounces. Not bad, right? It also has a straightforward, flat-faced trigger that breaks cleanly for a more relaxed firing experience. Glock G43X. The Glock G43X is still on the island of relevancy if the conversation is all about the best double-stack micro-compact 9mm pistols. It was launched alongside the Glock 48 during the 2019 SHOT Show. Essentially, the G43X was introduced as the slimmer version of the Glock 43. It has an overall length of 6.5 inches, which is slightly longer than the rest of the guns I listed here. The same thing is true with its slide. It spans 3.41 inches long. Despite its large size, the gun is surprisingly light. It barely reached 20 ounces when fitted with an empty mag. While it is not clearly indicated, the Glock G43X is a Gen 5 pistol. It's evident by the absence of finger groovers, the presence of rear and front serrations, and the inclusion of the Glock marksman barrel. There's also an extended beaver tail and high-visibility sights. However, keep in mind that it doesn't have an ambidextrous slide lock. Of course, that's not a bad thing, but that info is worth writing down. The standard capacity of the Glock G43X is 10+1 rounds. But you know the deal with Glock, right? It has an extensive aftermarket. Hence, numerous companies such as Shield and ETS offer extended magazines for this pistol. It can go as high as 19+1 rounds. And if you are wondering, Glock G43X and G43 don't share magazine compatibility. Unfortunately, though, there's no way you can change the grip of the Glock 43X. There are no interchangeable backstraps available for this pistol. Perhaps that is the only gripe I have for this firearm, considering that I have large hands. Other than that, the gun is pretty great. especially for concealed carry purposes. It's a boring pistol, but it delivers really well when it comes to reliability and accuracy. The no-nonsense design of the Glock G43X is one of its selling points that continues to attract some customers. I can even say that it is more comfortable to shoot the Glock G43X than its predecessor. Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. I have strong impressions of the M&P pistols of Smith & Wesson, especially with their compact and subcompact pistols. Among them, the Shield Plus considerably offers the best value-oriented performance of a micro-compact gun. It's as small as it can get. It is smaller than other micro-compact guns. Its length is just 6.1 inches, while its barrel length is about 3 inches long. Of course, this means that it has a smaller sight radius than its counterparts, but it is still capable of making accurate shots. The gun is only 1.1 inches wide, but it is a certified double-stack pistol. It packs a 10-round and 13-round magazine, which is an increase to the original 8+1 capacity of the M&P Shield. Despite that, the gun is relatively lighter than its predecessor. With an empty mag, the Shield Plus tips the scale at 20.1 ounces. I was hesitant at first to get this gun. I know I said that I'm impressed with M&P pistols, but I have large hands, so I know you catch my point. To my surprise, Smith & Wesson accounted for this particular issue and incorporated a deep beaver tail on the Shield Plus. While it didn't extend the grip length, it prevented any slide bite from happening. Plus, the grip texture of this pistol is in the Goldilocks zone. It has enough roughness to control its recoil, but it won't tear your shirt apart. The Shield Plus brings its A-game when you fire it. The short sight radius of the gun doesn't get in the way of making tight groups at 7 yards. Its stock 3-dot white sights aren't stellar, but they do aid me in keeping track of my target. Its striker-fired trigger is pretty decent. It breaks at 4 pounds and resets quickly as well. The reset is audible and tactile, by the way. Now, I have to point out that I had a better performance controlling its recoil when I used its 13-round mag. The added length provided enough real estate to fire the gun properly. Sig Sauer P365 XL. I'd be lying if I said that the P365 XL isn't one of my personal CCWs. Once you experience carrying and firing this gun, then you'll know why I have such an obsession with this pistol. Categorically speaking, the Sig Sauer P365 XL is a certified micro-compact gun. It only has a length of 6.6 inches and a width of a little over an inch. Still, the gun offers a 12+1 round capacity thanks to its double-stack design. Obviously, this gun is a bit bigger than the original P365, as it has a longer grip and slide, but the difference in size is not too much of a concern here. Just keep in mind with the added inches, the gun is able to offer more rounds and a longer sight radius. It's also a perfect choice if you have trouble gripping the P365 because of the latter's small stature. All I can say is that this gun is easy to conceal. You can virtually keep it hidden when you have an appendix holster. You don't need to wear a baggy shirt to keep it from printing. The grip of the P365 XL has the ideal grippiness on it. You can clutch it even with wet hands, but it won't wear your clothes either. It's just that perfect. Meanwhile, its mag release has a nice contour on it that prevents snagging. Even its slide lock is non-obtrusive. The flat trigger of the P365 XL is good. I mean, it is not the best, but it's definitely not something that necessitates a quick replacement. It's smooth and has a trigger break of about 5 to 6 pounds. It resets fast and convincingly as well, allowing you to fire rapidly with ease. Furthermore, the gun points naturally, which is a given due to its great ergonomics, longer sight radius, and great sight configuration. Specifically, it is attached with a tritium front sight and 2 tritium rear sights. With its minimal recoil, it hits targets efficiently. So far, I have had 0 malfunctions with this pistol. Springfield Hellcat Pro OSP. Of course, this one should be on the list. Otherwise, this video would be a blunder. One of the best micro-compact 9mm pistols today is the Springfield Hellcat Pro OSP. It is a non-US built firearm, but has received a lot of attention from American shooters due to its impeccable precision and reliability. This gun is equipped with a polymer frame and steel slide, and boasts a rugged melanite finish. As its name suggests, the slide of the Hellcat Pro is milled so that you can fit micro red dot optics. Its footprint is actually compatible with the likes of Hex Wasp and Shield RMSC. This slide also has rounded corners and features front and rear serrations for easier racking. But even without red dots, the Springfield Hellcat OSP is hell-of-a accurate, thanks to its tritium front sight and U-shaped notched rear sight. The rear sight, by the way, has a vertical front edge that you can use to track the slide. Interestingly, these sights can co-witness Shield RMSC red dots. Keep in mind that its accessory rail is longer than the original Hellcat, so there are more weapon lights you can choose from. Technically, the size of the Hellcat Pro OSP is seemingly similar to the Sig Sauer P365 XL. They have an identical barrel length of 3.7 inches. Its frame is contoured nicely so that you can grip the gun conveniently. And with its undercut trigger guard, you'll get a nice hold of the pistol. The grip also has a nice texturing. It is not too aggressive, but it's more than enough to control the Hellcat's recoil. And with a moderate grippiness, you can guarantee that the gun won't ruin your clothes. Meanwhile, the standard capacity of the Hellcat Pro OSP is 15 rounds, thanks to its double-stack construction. In this department, the Hellcat Pro OSP offers 3 more rounds than a similarly sized P365 XL. Needless to say, the gun has solid reliability and accuracy. It is among those micro-compact pistols that can work flawlessly, regardless of the weight of your 9mm ammo. I typically shoot 124-grain Norma FMJ with my Hellcat, and with them, I can get consistent 1.8-inch average groups at 15 yards. That's pretty impressive. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more gun videos like this, just click the subscribe button and notification bell. Take care and stay safe.